Have you ever wondered if the choices you make ripple across realities, creating outcomes you cannot even see? Science is now proving what mystics have said for centuries. Reality is not fixed, it is fluid. We are not trapped inside one linear timeline. We are actually swimming in an ocean of infinite parallel possibilities. When you learn how to create what I call quantum events, you are no longer bound by the predictable storyline of your past. Instead, you become an active participant in sculpting your future across many layers of reality. This is not science fiction, it's quantum fact. Every thought, every decision, every emotion creates a wave in the field of reality. The question is, are you creating consciously, or are you allowing unconscious programs to dictate your timeline? If you've been feeling stuck, uninspired, or trapped in repeating patterns, this is your invitation to break free. The quantum field is already waiting for you. To create a quantum event, you first need to understand what a quantum event really is. In physics, a quantum event is the moment a possibility collapses into reality, the instant when the wave becomes a particle. In your life, a quantum event is that sudden shift, that miraculous moment when something changes dramatically, often without logical explanation. Maybe it's meeting the right person at the right time, receiving unexpected money, or stumbling upon an opportunity that changes everything. These are not random accidents. They are the result of aligning your energy with the quantum field. When you learn how to tune yourself to higher states of consciousness, you will start noticing more and more synchronicities. What once looked like luck will now appear as your natural state. The first step in creating quantum events is awareness. Most people live on autopilot, recycling yesterday's thoughts, yesterday's emotions, and yesterday's habits. But quantum events do not emerge from repetition, they emerge from disruption. If you keep thinking the same way, you will keep experiencing the same outcomes. To shift realities, you must disrupt your default patterns and introduce something new. Awareness is the key because it shines light on the unconscious programs running your life. Once you become aware, you stop being a victim of circumstance and begin to see yourself as the conscious creator of your reality. The shift begins the moment you catch yourself reacting automatically and instead choose a new thought, a new feeling, or a new action. Quantum events are born from the unknown, not the familiar. The familiar keeps you safe, but it also keeps you stuck. The unknown is where miracles reside. If you want to access a different reality, you must become comfortable stepping into uncertainty. For most people, uncertainty feels scary because the ego craves control. But when you see uncertainty not as danger, but as potential, you unlock the door to higher possibilities. In fact, every breakthrough in history, whether scientific, artistic, or spiritual, came from someone daring to step into the unknown. This is the birthplace of quantum shifts. To create a new reality, you must allow yourself to let go of control and trust that the quantum field has infinite intelligence that goes beyond your logical mind. Your emotions are the fuel that powers quantum events. Thoughts create the blueprint, but emotions charge it with energy. Think of your thoughts as an instruction, and your feelings as the electricity that activates the instruction. If you think about abundance but feel fear, the signal you send to the quantum field is contradictory. But when you align a thought with a powerful elevated emotion, such as gratitude, love, or joy, you create coherence, and coherence is magnetic. This is why gratitude practices are so powerful. Gratitude places you in the frequency of already receiving, which collapses possibilities into reality faster. To create quantum events, you must learn to master your emotional state, shifting from survival emotions like fear and anger into creative emotions like joy and wonder. Visualization is another powerful tool for creating quantum events. But visualization is not just daydreaming. It is tuning into a reality that already exists. When you vividly imagine yourself experiencing a desired outcome, your brain cannot tell the difference between imagination and reality. Neurologically, the same circuits fire as if you were already living it. By rehearsing this reality in your mind, you are literally conditioning your body to the future. The key, however, is to feel it as real. If you imagine yourself wealthy but secretly feel lack, the quantum field receives mixed instructions. But if you can immerse yourself in the feeling of abundance, joy, or success as if it is already done, you send a clear signal across realities. Another powerful principle is detachment. After you set the intention, visualize, and feel the reality, you must let it go. If you cling to it with desperation, you are telling the field that you don't believe it will happen. Detachment is not about giving up. It is about trusting the process. It's like planting a seed. You don't dig it up every day to check if it's growing. You water it, give it sunlight, and trust nature. Similarly, when you create a quantum event, you must trust the universe. Ironically, the moment you stop obsessing about how or when it will happen, the faster it arrives. Detachment signals confidence, and confidence aligns you with higher timelines. Your environment also influences your ability to create quantum events. If you surround yourself with negativity, low-energy people, or toxic media, you lower your frequency. The quantum field responds to vibration, so your environment matters. Creating a sacred space, spending time in nature, and surrounding yourself with people who inspire, you can raise your vibration dramatically. This is not about escaping reality, but about curating your reality so that your energy remains aligned with what you want to create. Remember, you are always broadcasting a signal, and your environment can either strengthen or weaken it. Meditation is the ultimate gateway for creating quantum events. When you meditate, you quiet the analytical mind that keeps you tethered to old realities. In meditation, the brain slips into slower wave states, and your consciousness becomes untethered from the body and the environment. This is where you can access the quantum field directly. In this space, you are not your name, your history, or your problems. You are pure awareness. From here, you can imprint new instructions into the field without interference from doubt or fear. Countless people report spontaneous healings, radical shifts, and extraordinary synchronicities after deep meditation sessions. This is because meditation aligns you with realities that already exist, waiting for your awareness to collapse them into form. To create quantum events, you must also master the art of language. Words are not just sounds. They are vibrations that carry intention. Every time you say, "I am," you are casting a spell across realities. If you constantly affirm, "I am tired," "I am broke," "I am unlucky," you reinforce those timelines. But if you declare, "I am powerful," "I am abundant," "I am aligned with miracles," you activate new potentials. The universe listens to your words as much as it listens to your emotions. Speak consciously as if your words are programming reality, because they are. Every affirmation is like pressing a key on the quantum keyboard. The more consistent you are, the more stable the new timeline becomes. Synchronicities are proof that you are creating quantum events. A synchronicity is not a coincidence. It's the external evidence that your inner state is shifting reality. For example, thinking about someone and then receiving their message, or dreaming about a place and suddenly getting invited there. These are signs that the universe is rearranging itself around your vibration. Instead of dismissing synchronicities, celebrate them. The more you acknowledge them, the more they multiply. Think of them as breadcrumbs guiding you toward your new timeline. When synchronicities appear, you are not just lucky, you are aligned. This is how you know you are consciously shaping events across realities. One of the most overlooked aspects of creating quantum events is taking inspired action. Many people sit and visualize but never move. But quantum reality is co-creative. Your role is not just to imagine, but to take steps that align with your desired outcome. If you want abundance, start acting like someone who values wealth. If you want love, embody the traits of someone who is already loved. The universe responds to energy, and action is energy in motion. Even small steps signal to the field that you are serious. Miracles often unfold when thought, emotion, and action move in harmony. Without action, your vision remains a fantasy. With action, it becomes inevitable. Energy clearing is another essential practice. Old beliefs, traumas, and attachments create energetic blockages that keep you locked in old realities. It's like trying to tune into a new frequency while static fills the channel. Techniques such as breathwork, energy healing, journaling, or even simple forgiveness rituals can clear these blockages. When you release the heavy energy of the past, you free up space for new realities to emerge. Many people underestimate the power of forgiveness, but it is one of the fastest ways to shift timelines. Forgiveness doesn't mean condoning the past. It means releasing its grip on your future. By clearing energy, you become a clean channel for quantum events to flow. Quantum events often appear miraculous, but they follow universal laws. One such law is resonance like attracts like. Your outer world is a mirror of your inner world. If you want to experience a new reality, you must first become the version of yourself who belongs there. This is the principle of identity shifting. Instead of asking, "How do I get there?" ask, "Who must I become?" When you shift your identity, your external circumstances naturally reorganize. This is why people who reinvent themselves, whether spiritually, professionally, or personally, often attract opportunities that seem to appear out of nowhere. They are simply resonating with a new frequency, and reality mirrors it back. Gratitude is not just a positive habit, it is a quantum tool. When you feel gratitude, you collapse realities where your desire is already fulfilled. Gratitude is the bridge between potential and manifestation. By thanking the universe in advance, you signal that your new reality is already real. This creates coherence between your present self and your future self, making it easier for the two realities to merge. Daily gratitude practice rewires your brain to focus on abundance rather than lack. The more you practice, the more your subconscious accepts abundance as your natural state. Gratitude is not just an emotion, it is a frequency, and that frequency attracts miracles. Creating quantum events is also about trust. Many people sabotage their manifestations by doubting themselves. Doubt is like static interference in the signal you send to the field. Trust, on the other hand, creates a clear channel. Trust means knowing that the universe is intelligent, that it operates in perfect timing, and that it always supports your growth. Even when things don't go as planned, trust allows you to see the hidden gift. Some quantum events may not look like blessings at first, but later reveal themselves as the turning point of your life. Trust transforms setbacks into setups for something greater. Another crucial element is consistency. Quantum events do not require perfection, but they do require persistence. You cannot meditate once, visualize once, or affirm once and expect your entire reality to shift. Reality responds to momentum. Just as a river carves through stone over time, your consistent energy sculpts new realities. Even 5 minutes a day of aligned practice can create massive shifts when repeated consistently. Consistency builds momentum, and momentum builds inevitability. Once a new reality gains enough momentum, it becomes self-sustaining. This is why small daily rituals can lead to extraordinary transformations. Service is a powerful catalyst for quantum events. When your intention goes beyond personal gain and contributes to the well-being of others, the universe amplifies your energy. This is because service aligns you with the principle of interconnectedness. You are not separate from others, you are part of a greater whole. When you uplift others, you uplift yourself across realities. Many spiritual traditions emphasize service because it opens channels of abundance that cannot be accessed through selfishness alone. The moment you use your gifts to elevate others, the quantum field responds with opportunities that elevate you. Integration is where theory becomes reality. It's one thing to understand quantum principles, but it's another to live them daily. Integration means embodying the new frequency in every choice you make. Instead of reacting from old patterns, you consciously choose responses that align with your desired timeline. Integration is the bridge between spiritual insight and physical transformation. Without integration, quantum events remain fleeting experiences. With integration, they become your new normal. Imagine living each day as a conscious creator, aware that every thought, feeling, and action ripples across realities. That is the essence of true quantum living. In the end, creating quantum events across realities is not about forcing outcomes. It's about aligning with the infinite possibilities already available to you. You are not here to struggle. You are here to awaken to your power as a conscious creator. Every moment is a doorway to a new reality. When you choose awareness, step into the unknown, align your emotions, speak with intention, act with purpose, and trust the process, you unlock the miraculous. Life stops being linear and becomes multidimensional. Quantum events are not rare, they are natural. The more you practice, the more extraordinary your life becomes. Remember this: you are not just living in reality. You are weaving it. Across infinite timelines, across infinite possibilities, you hold the power to create,